What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. It is going to be our Warhammer themed Let's Play. Guys, thank you so much for all the support on the first episode. I really do appreciate it. You guys seem really down for the Warhammer theme. I love it. Lots of great ideas also. Things that I had really thought about this, but some of you guys just instantly came out of here with just came out swinging with some great ideas. Guys, we're going to make Warrior Priest. We're going to try to make Empire Captains. We're going to make Flagellants. We're going to make Halberdiers. We're going to make Handgunners. We're going to do all that stuff. Crossbowmen. It's going to be sweet. And we're going to do it all for Sigmar. I don't know if we're going to have a Karl Franz type character. That would be pretty sweet. But also, big thing to talk about before we even get started, because I've got a few things to talk about before we get started. The face cam, not here today. As I mentioned, I'm going to keep it kind of a sporadic thing. I'm going to do it sometimes whenever I'm feeling it. I'm having a bit of a bad hair day today. That's a joke, because I shaved my head. So the upside of shaving your head is you never have a bad hair day. But no, just some people seem to really like it. Some people seem to not care so much. I wanted to just do it just to show you guys my face. Some of you have been watching me for a long time. I felt like maybe it was about time you know what I look like. Some of you are new to the channel. Maybe you want to know who you're subscribed to. Boom, there you go. It's me. So, alright, we can kind of get moving here, and I'll talk about why we're on this contract, which is a little bit different from where we left off at the end of the last episode. And that's because I was so freaking, flustered at the end of the last episode and just trying to make sure everything was okay with the green screen. I was looking left, looking right. I totally forgot to save the game. So I had to go back on an autosave and retake this fight. And when I came back to Leader's Home, they had an additional contract that wasn't there before. And I took it because it's just to follow these guys and beat them down. 7 thugs. Not a tough fight for us. However, we are a bit beat up here. Mostly just on Torbjorn. We could follow them around and just chase them around until we get a chance to heal. But it's not until midday tomorrow. So that's quite some time. I think we just chase them down and get them. Nighttime does not favor us. It favors them. But if we can just get this fight and get it done easily, it's easy money in the bank for us. Yeah, sadly Edmund here, his range skill is basically like 0 in the dark with that injury. So the big thing about this Let's Play is we just gotta survive, guys. We just gotta survive until... I mean, really just a couple episodes worth. If we can just survive for a few episodes, we'll be fine. Just trying to make sure that our good brothers... Wow! Killers! That our good brothers make it out of here alive. I see a big axe. A woodcutter's axe. And I also see a... Goendadag, one of the most awkwardly named weapons in the game. Yeah, I don't care. I figured he would come and do that, take that high ground, but if I don't engage you, your high ground doesn't matter. So because he's faster than me, I'm going to shield wall here and expect him to jump in on that. Excellent that we managed to hit him on the high ground. 7%. 11% now. Not very encouraging. Let's see. Yeah, I think we just need to take this turn to set up. Yeah, I'm not jumping in here. I will jump in here, though. Actually, we have a chance to take another shot. I should take it. And we're going to smack him in the head with the mining pick. Sort of trying to be cognizant of the fact that Torbjorn, or Torbjorn, is sort of messed up. This guy's probably going to jump in here and go for a round swing. We've kind of set ourselves up for that. Alright, they hit me. Spreading the damage around isn't a terrible thing, but if they try and focus me, that's where we're going to be in trouble. I could push him back. Alright, I saw a 72%, and I felt like I had to take it. Take these 2 18s. Yeah, Markward is now in trouble. The Goendadag is gone. Which is huge. Yes! The routing is what we need to minimize the danger of this fight. Damn, I don't really want to do this. I'm going to do it, though. Don't really want to do it, but I'm going to do it. What can we do here? I went for it. Now, we've got the bleed, too. Well, kind of to be expected. The idea behind stepping in on him was that he couldn't step in and get a round swing. But that kill kind of helped them boost their confidence. And we're missing like everything here right at the end. Our helmet luckily took that last hit. And our ranged units are just so useless here. Ooh, I had an attack and I passed it. Did not mean to do that. Just step in. Let's get this around. Yeah, it breaks him. Run him down. Torbjorn was the miner we just recruited. I don't remember him having especially good stats. But I mean, he did cost us something. He wasn't free. He's about to bleed out. Nice little fight today to get the blood pumping, and he survives with a broken knee. Yeah. Those are pretty bad debuffs. We got plenty of levels off of that. I don't know if we'll leave him in the party. We might just retire him right away. Yeah. 40%. I mean, that's a huge amount. Let's distribute some of these armors we got. We got the Blotched Gambison. That's a pretty good piece. This is 45. This is 65, so we're going to hook that up. These are both 25s. I'm sure we have some crappier ones. Yeah, I think you got to go, brother. We will pay his compensation, so he's not mad at us. Yeah, a bit of a rough start losing a brother, but I mean, it's to be expected. We just got to come out of this with some leveled up bros. Once Colossus is on everyone, I'll feel a lot safer. Okay, before we pump stats, I need to be in a really focused state of mind to do that, because I need to zero in on what it is that each brother is good at. So we've got Eberhard here, the Quick, who has 3 stars in ranged. So he is, without a doubt, going to be a ranged bro. He's just starting at kind of a lower place. He also, I mean, has excellent stars in initiative and stuff. So he's going to be a nimble bro 100%. And along with being a nimble bro, you do want to get hit points as well. We're at least going to get him to the 71 spot that I always talk about. And then we're probably going to stop pumping that. But him being in the front line is pretty crappy right now. He really wants to be in the back. Got to keep that in mind, you know. So the confusion can come from when you leave a brother in the front for so long that you just kind of automatically think he's a shield bro when you look at him. But the reality is Eberhard is a great archer or a great crossbowman, handgunner waiting to happen. So, all right, we have second Eberhard, the not so quick, and he is just going to be this is a sword and board bro 100%. His stats are sort of mediocre, but he's brave. And you know what? I will take that. Oops, nope. I will take that range defense. I think that's solid. That might be one of the best rolls he ever gets for that, so we might as well take it now. We go to Edmund here. So, also, guys, to talk about this for a second, the names. You all gave me a ton of great names, and we're going to implement them maybe in the next episode. I'm going to wait just a little bit to do it. Do we go for initiative? I think so. This is probably going to be another Nimble Bro. I kind of like taking the 3 roll in melee defense, though. Getting like 10 and 10, then going for initiative. Just because the nature of this early game here is such that we're probably just going to lose brothers. And we don't want to invest too heavily in the storylines of brothers who are perhaps not going to be here for very long. I'll take the 3 in melee skill as well. Frederick is going to be an excellent polearm type bro. Halberd switches out to, you know, you name it. Probably a crossbow. Good stars, but may end up, you know, in the 75 range in terms of range skill. Hopefully we get him a little higher than that, but it'll probably always be a bit low. And what else do we have? We've got someone like Egon here. Some little bit of a natural melee skill. So we're kind of fortunate in that we already have some brothers who would make... Yeah, you need to go in the front line. We already have some brothers who would make pretty good two-handers as well. Let's hook him up. We don't need necessarily to give him that. Give him a little bit better than the rags. But this is the type of adjustments we need to make. Corey needs to be in the front line. He is going to be a front line bro. He will also probably be a two-handed bro. Manfred is amazing. He could be all sorts of stuff, but I think he's going to be a two-handed bro as well. I'm looking at potential like Zweihanders. Dudes who can wield the greatsword for us. So sucks to lose Torbjorn, but you know, it was an investment. It didn't quite pay off. If we could have got through that fight unscathed, that would have been excellent, but 300 crowns will cover our loss. And we got experience for that. That's the main thing. Our brothers are all getting sort of insulated, more protected in fights like that once they get that big Colossus boost to their HP and chances to be injured. And here's that other contract we were familiar with to secure the tombs of the forefathers. We're going to take that. And let's go into the marketplace. And of course, guys, as I said, we're going to use the... I need tools pretty badly. We are going to use the barbershop once we name everyone. I don't want to buy these tools for this price. So what we're going to do is... we're going to take this fight, and then we're going to head back to our city. It sucks that the two nearest cities and the one that loves us the most, the only thing they really have going on is taxidermy. Feels bad, man. Not the best starting stuff. Let's get up on this mountain for a second and see what we can see. We are pretty high up in the world right now. Alright, I think we also... someone should wear this apron. I'm pretty sure someone's wearing trash. Yeah, that's absolute trash. We can take that off. Okay. And the... I'll never say this right. Gildendag. Gildendag? Gildendag. That sounds right to me. Gildendag. Let me know in the comments if I'm like really butchering that. The sling has been pretty useless. So I'm going to rock this instead. And see if that does anything for me. It sucks when you take an entire fight. Lots of undead. You take an entire fight and one of your brothers misses like 6 shots. You feel like you shouldn't have done that. Oh no. Okay. We've got lots of armored Wiedegangers, and we are perhaps in trouble. I'm looking for a potential like holdout position, but the lines are too long. We have so many brothers with pitchforks. This is going to be a dangerous fight in open field. Wish me luck. See how they move in. Having the stun is nice. We can do shield walls, we can do a spear wall. And just really try and rely on our back line to get the work done. Some of these are not armored. Several of them are not. But these are the ones we're worried about. Wow, there's 4 of them? At least 4 of them? Okay. And their weapons are all scary. Even the unarmored ones are rocking the miner's picks, which, you know, will basically one-shot our armor, such as it is. Yeah, this fight's a little worrisome. We're gonna spacebar it. Let them come to us. Not ready to spear wall, shield wall yet. We'll see how close to us they get. Yeah. Okay. I was expecting them to step in here. Good hit. Yeah, this fight's gonna come down to, can we land stuff? We'll shield wall there. Man, I kind of want to step in here, but let's leave it. We stepped in here. I think that means we picked up his weapon. I'm not 100% sure. So if he comes back, he won't get it. I think that's how that works. We're going to shield wall, though. Shield wall, spear wall. Now they can't jump into these locations. They can, but they're going to have to pass a bit of a check. Alright, that sucked. Let's see how they do. Okay. We need that to hold. And we missed 4 shots with Edmund. Feels bad, man. If I could put a spear on everyone in the front line, I would. Look at all the free damage. I'm shocked it's working so well. We're sort of victims of our own success here. Because all of our backliners now have no targets. Alright, good. His armor's gone. His armor's just about gone. Can step in here, go for the stun, and we nail it. I'm gonna go for that plus the riposte. Shield walls. Oh no. Why, man? That almost doesn't even make sense to me. That's kind of garbage. I don't want to step into that concave, so I'm not going to. That's garbage. His resolve has to be pretty low for that to happen. Shield wall plus riposte, he was perfectly fine. But we've got to dig him out now. And he's surrounded by some of their strongest guys. We've got 2 cleavers. Maybe we can make some decapitations happen. This has become an extremely tricky fight. Go for the stun on him. Oh no. Step in there. Get the decapitation, step in here. Give them someone else to hit. It's kind of the idea. And what I'm going to do is, honestly, I want to lock Corey into the fight. I'm not going to be able to, though. Oh, no. Because he's going to try and run. If I could have got... If he would have been faster, we could have locked him in and he wouldn't have tried to run. And he wouldn't have just taken all that unnecessary damage. And he's going to try and run and just about die. Yeah, this fight is way harder than the fight I was hoping to get. And I don't know if we can protect our bros here. It'll basically be a miracle if we do. Go for the decapitation. Did not get it. Damn. I'm shocked Corey just made it out. Friedrich is down. We're getting them. Yeah, this all went downhill the second our boy broke up there. Because we had this under control, 100%. I wasn't worried about this at all. After the first couple, you know, rounds of trading. Some of them might come back. We'll have to see who. No, our boy. We're missing like 69%. And we're about to get killed by our own weapon. This is pretty scary. And it's getting scarier by the second. And every time we whiff, they just get stronger and stronger. Whew. Gotta breathe. Lots of misses. We're missing like really easy shots. It's sort of frustrating. If I was playing this on my own, I might try this fight again. Yeah, especially now that I've lost two brothers here. We'll see how it ends up. But as I said, this is a way tougher fight than I really wanted. The problem is not that our brothers suck, it's that our gear really sucks, and our cities suck. If our cities weren't so garbage, we probably could have bought some padded leather, we could have got some round shields, we could spend the 1,000 gold that we have just not doing anything for us, and we could leverage it in a better gear, which we could use to keep our early game brothers alive. But as it stands, pretty useless, and we lost two brothers for that, in exchange for what amounts to very little. Male coif, two good helmets, another scramasax, and a hand axe. Who did we lose? We lost the butcher. We lost two great brothers. Oh, man. What a janky fight. I kind of want to try that again. Not even just because I lost the brothers. I think we can do that fight way cleaner. And it sucks, because for me this is even sort of a boring fight. And we ended up getting some of the better loot from it. Like, this is more interesting because we actually have some terrain to play with this time. But two brothers here and two brothers here. Let's see. Sort of want to go here. Yeah. We'll step in there. You'll kind of clean up the flank. Our spear wall work was like beautiful in the last fight. Yeah, I wish Helfrich and Friedrich were in different spots. It was just dang old Corey broke on us. He was in a linchpin position and he couldn't handle it. Now they're flanking us here and we're gonna have to back up. I can't engage a Scrammasax and a hand axe with a dude wearing an apron. Good hit. Our archer did something. Feels good. Go team. Wait here. We're gonna back up. Shield wall here. Spear wall. Try and get as much free damage as we can. I could step in here and lock him down, but then I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna get triple surrounded. So I'm gonna wait. We're gonna back up here. I don't want to engage these guys yet. Alright, they broke my spear wall. Believe it or not, this is better than most of the other situations that we could find ourselves in right now. Alright, we'll go for the stun. We've got a 265s. You know what? Let's try and focus down the dude that's in our flanks right now. Because he's stunned, we can shoot him point blank. Hit him in the head. And those two whiffs were extremely brutal. Okay, 5 whiffs in a row with like 70+%, all of them. Next stun, we whiff the stun. We land the hit, but we whiff the stun. It's hard to complain when you still manage to hit. Alright, went for the decapitation. Going for it again twice, and we missed 263s. I'm saying, I feel like RNGesus is sometimes favoring us, sometimes not. Eberhard is in a bit of trouble. We're going to want to support him. This guy should be dead. It should be a 2v1 up here. The fact that he's still alive is making him much easier to hit for this Wiederganger. We'll have to see what comes back. Finally. So this can spear wall. Interesting. I totally forgot that it had this ability. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I thought it was like a pushback. Take 2 40%. Went for the decapitation there, mostly to protect Markward. Yeah, expect Manfred to get hit here. Nice, and we land the stun. That was pretty clutch. Yeah, Eberhard is in a rough spot. We're going to double shield wall. We can knock him back with the pitchfork. You can see where my confusion kind of came from. I don't have a ton of experience playing with the Warfork. It's sort of a newer weapon. But I think we can just get some of these kills, and then some of our brothers, like Eberhard, who are really hurt, we can perhaps get him out of there. So let's push him back. It doesn't hurt him. We'll wait here. And I can just step in and go for the swing. Yeah, Manfred's in a little bit of trouble too. I mean, he's in kind of a lot of trouble. Go for the piercing attack. But I don't have a lot of options down here anymore. Yeah, and I'm worried that some of the zombies are just going to come back to life and kill him. So we're going to pull back. And where we can, we're going to put ourselves in position. So we got a 3v1 here. We have a 3v1 here. And we have a 3v1 here. Or a 4v1 if we need it. I'm just hoping a bunch of stuff doesn't come back. Terrible miss. Good hit. Terrible miss. Excellent hit. Okay, I'll take it. Alright, we hit him in the head. Let's get in there with Frederick. Pass with you. He's bleeding, but he's still got enough HP. And that was a good hit with the Scramble Sacks. And Corey took that on the head. Yeah, we just really need no zombies to come back after this. Oh, thank Jesus. Sigmar. Sigmar, what am I saying? Thanks, Sigmar. And that's what I'm saying, guys. I had a feeling we could take that fight a little more tactically, and we did. So hopefully you don't mind the save scummeryness of that. But for me, and look at the ornate tome we picked up. We still got the helmets and the weapons. But for me, that was... I knew I could do it better. It's more of a learning experience than anything else. We made way better use of the terrain. We got a little bit... I'm not going to say that we got lucky, because that's not even really what happened. We just didn't get unlucky, is what, kind of actually happened for us. Yeah, best brothers get the best gear. And though you may be a von Karstein eventually, you are not today. Frederick, I'm going to give you this. And then that frees up 2 sort of mediocre helmets for other people to rock. We do want the better helmets in the front if we can help it. Hand axe. Better weapon for sure. Actually, you know what? You're the butcher. Let's keep you with the cleaver until we can really sort that out. And how about this weapon? Kind of MVP that battle. All those stuns were great. If I could get my hands on a bunch of early maces, I definitely would. But yeah, we've got 3 tier 2 weapons in the front line. We've got, I consider this kind of a 1.5 tier weapon. And then the war forks are kind of the same thing. I would consider them sort of 1.5s as well. We'll pick up student here on Egan. We'll take that 3. We'll take that 4. Nice roll in range defense. But I'm just going to take some hit points for him because he does need them. He's going to be a two-handed bro at some point. He's not going to be a naturally gifted one, but just the fact that he'll have iron lungs will be a pretty good blessing for him. And let's, with that success, head back to Leader's home. And then eventually, hopefully, back to Wavetall to sell all of our goods. And we desperately need tools to repair. Can't believe I thanked Jesus when Sigmar was clearly responsible for that victory. What an enormous gaffe. Wow, they like us a heck of a lot more now. The sell prices went up significantly. I'm trying to find something that's worth 100. I can sort of go off of like normal stuff. I could sell both of these. I have to imagine the prices are going to be better at our home city, though. These copper ingots are very cheap. I'm going to buy those. And I'm going to get one of these tools. That way we can repair along the way. And I'm also going to grab the short bow and quiver. Because we do have a brother. Let's see, who is it? It's Eberhard. And we'll give him the pitchfork to use. I feel like temporarily we should use Egan in the front line. Perhaps just give him a spear here. Messing up his melee skill. Switch that out. We've got... Man, if we could pick up another bow or crossbow or something like that. We have some brothers who are just sort of ready to go in terms of using range. We have several. Basically our entire back line right now. If we were to hook them up with bows, they would be okay. Bows and quick hands is what they really need. Just making sure that the brothers who are actively using their melee weapons in the back are getting the war forks, which are just superior to the pitchforks. We don't need that. That's not a thing. Having a spear out here on the flank might be solid. Just want to get him better armor. And yeah, and with all that, I think we did great. We can always check the hires. Oh my god, look at the poachers. I want to get a lot of different backgrounds, so I don't really want to even grab any of these poachers. Except for the fact that they come with their own bows, which is sort of nice. How many poachers do we currently have? 1? Yeah. Poachers are just lower tier hunters, essentially. So we're going to hold off on that. Let's head down to a Weitol. May Sigmar help me say this name correctly. But our group is starting to come together. Not losing any brothers in that last fight, I think, was pretty clutch. And essential. No contracts. Okay. But the sell prices here are indeed way better. We're getting almost 100 extra for the ornate tome than if we had sold it up there. And we're going to make a nice little profit off of those ingots as well. So very nice. And the bead necklace we've been holding on to. And just like that, we're at 2,500 crowns, which is one of the reasons why I wished that I had... we're going to sell the knives. I don't need to keep those. Why I had taken the ambition to raise 2,000 for our banner. Lots of trash. What else do they have? A woodcutter's axe would be nice. I was sort of hoping to get that from that bandit fight we took. There's a spetum and a hunting bow here. Both could be solid pickups. We need more tools. It's like non-negotiable. We actually need 2 stacks. And ammunition. And food. So we're going to spend a lot of what we just made. But we have roads nearby, so we can follow the roads and see what cities are around us. Spetums are such good weapons. To get one for this cheap is pretty nice. Just a better version of a warfork. I could see rocking that. And an early hunter's bow could be solid as well. Let's just get the food. 6 days worth of food. 7 days worth of food. They have pretty cheap venison. And I've got only 62 ammunition. Yeah, I think we just need to roll from here. The hires, they have a woodsman. He comes with his own axe. I like that a lot. Sigmar blesses the woodsman. Yeah, I think you're in, man. Rudolph the woodsman. A lumberjack, Rudolph the woodsman earned his crowns by chopping trees for firewood. He worked hard every day, but it was honest work. Over time, strange creatures began to appear in the woods. One villager after the other disappeared. Some moved away. After a long night with no sleep, he decided it was time for him to leave as well. With nothing to live off, he was desperate to join a traveling mercenary company. In the name of Karl Franz, you're in. Hopefully you're good. Okay, he's tough, so he's got extra hit points. And he's a night owl, so he has excellent night vision. Okay, his stars are a little wonky, and his stats aren't amazing. His hit points and stuff are obviously good. But resolve. Very interesting. This could be a sergeant type character or a, let's see, who? It's Markward, whose name I hate. I can't wait to rename him. I have a name specifically in mind for him for a sergeant character. Markward might end up being our bannerman, and someone like Rudolph could easily be a sergeant if he can live long enough. Alright. That was a bit of a purchase there, but I'm okay with it. I sort of want to see what's off to the east here, because there's not a lot of room. I'm all the way at the edge of the map, so if there's a city here, I might as well come in and check it out while I'm already here. Because I would like to relocate south, even though this is like my city with good prices and stuff. If it's a crappy city and they're never going to give me contracts, Then oh my god. 3 taxidermists right next to each other. That's so lame. That's so incredibly lame. And the contract here looks to be something to do with witches. Which is probably not so, or hexen. Oh, they want me to travel. Alright, this is perfect. Yeah, I accept. I have nothing to do here. I have to accept this. So, yeah, we're gonna get the hell out of here. I could pick up that miner, but I'm not that interested. I didn't see anything in the marketplace that I needed. I can always do another double check. You know what? They have a cheap short bow. And they have a wooden shield that I would like to pick up as well. So, not nothing. I'm gonna grab that. So who is it that's kind of more primed to shoot? I think it is gonna be Ralph here. Yeah. And then Hilfric here is up next. Could always do some of that. We need armor. I would love to be buying padded armor right now. That's really what I'm thinking about. Alright, let's get out of here. They're going to pay for us to eat. If we take a fight, I mean, that's fine too. Oh, check this out. Alright, this is a funny one. You come across a man holding the reins of a lanky horse whose mangy mane has seen better days. The horse has a gray beard forming and it's got dry, caliched lips smacking desperately for water. Seeing you, its owner waves. Come, come! I've a bet to make for those brave and fast enough to think they'll win it. Curious, you ask what the bet is. The man pats the horse, a plume of dust lifting on the pat, and you can see his handprint on the shoulder. Race my horse, not with another horse, mind, but your humanly legs. If you lose, you'll give me 500 crowns. If you win, I'll pay you triple. So I've never won this. I have 2 guys who are the quick. I wonder if that would help. But I've also never seen someone like the fattest man will race for our enjoyment. I lose 500 crowns, but he gains 1 result. That's not worth it. Feeling rather courageous, you nominate the fattest man in the company to handle the race. Frederick steps forward with an eyebrow raised, asking if you're sure about taking him as your horse racing champion. You hold your hand on his shoulder and say he's the fattest fark you've ever seen being a sellsword, but that you believe in him. You also believe the horse is a haggard draught animal that's on its last legs, but you keep that part to yourself. The man and the horse are put next to each other. An apple tree stands in the distance, and the first to it is the winner. With the rules laid out, the race is started. It's not an especially close one. Frederick falls behind almost instantly and trundles down the track with his face beet red and huffing breath, and the men nearly die laughing at the sight. The fat sellsword and dire horse meet back up at the apple tree, and they share the fruits of their labors. You pay the horse's owner what he is owed. He smiles as he counts the coin. Don't usually get a show with the race, sir. That was a cool... I'm not happy I lost 500 crowns there. I'm not rich at this point in the game. But that was new for me. I'll pay 500 crowns to experience a new version, a new twist on that old event. Pretty funny stuff. Yeah, not happy that we paid 500. I also wasn't sure if putting up our fattest man wouldn't also perhaps make it so that it wasn't a true bet. But nope, we gave him 500. We just have to discover a ruin or hostile camp to get this ambition underway. So we've got a stone keep there. It's good to know. Wow. And I should have 100% clicked on that as we were passing through. We've got a lumberjack here. In the marketplace, really nothing for us. Gonna sell some of this stuff. And then just to check out the Fletcher. We need a couple more quivers, but we're just not in a good position to get those. If we could just fight some thugs. Fight some marksmen. You know, they'll drop them for us. Alright, and just like that, we make it into a completely new territory. And we've kind of got... Look at all the taxidermists. This is nuts. This should all be other things for us. We're sort of getting screwed. In a weird way. Finally, a padded leather. We're going to grab all of those that we can find. And full Atkinson caps as well. They have some quivers. Okay. Let's see here. Best brothers always get the best gear. Just the way of the world. That's a 50. This is a 45. Okay. Frederick could use that. Do I buy the other Atkinson caps? That's a 50. Okay, we're definitely going to buy the Gambison. That's a good pickup. You know what, let's just do the rotation again. That's a 50, this is a 65. We'll switch them out. And then brothers in the back will get this. We're still wearing... That's a leather tunic. That's actually better than a butcher's apron. I didn't know that. I mean, we're sort of like rearranging... What do they call that? Deck chairs on the Titanic. Doesn't matter too much. But 5 points of durability here or there, I don't know. Sometimes it can matter. I don't know, I just think for the money, maybe we hold for now. And see what this contract is. The other two skull contract might be for us to travel some more, maybe even to go south. Wants us to follow the footprints. And return a lockbox. So let's just tell him we need some time. I want to know what this contract is. He wants me to go back up to our city. Which under normal circumstances would be great, but I kind of would like to go back down. Because our cities suck. No weaponsmith, no armor, which I think are the two most important buildings, especially in the late game. You gotta identify where those are. We'll think about this. It depends on what our money situation is like. And also, because it's us, and not like a trade caravan, we can do like a straight shot across. Maybe discover a location and finish our ambition. So it's something to think about. It's not totally out of the realm of something we should be doing. But I shall accept this contract. Did I look at these dudes already? I did. Alright. I'm looking for monks. I'm looking for flagellants. I want to make our warrior priest bros as fast as I can. Retired soldiers will make great empire captains. There we go. Only one raid. Oh, no. There's a few raiders here, which kind of makes this fight a little bit dangerous. I don't really trust our archers yet, and we don't have quick hands, so I was debating whether or not I should switch them out before the battle even starts, just to use the two-handers. Oh, yeah. They've got the weapons. I want all three of these weapons. I want both of these sets of armor. And they're going up to the high ground, which we should probably do as well. Got some 45s back here. We'll take that. Obviously our shots get better if we just let them come forward, so let's do that. I'm not going to fight them on, you know, low ground. Step in a bit. His armor's not fully repaired. I was going to put Eberhard up here. But now I'm wondering if I shouldn't just try to flank. Ooh, dude hiding in the bushes. Alright, let's double the shield wall. We'll do that. Do that. Alright, that's trash. We're not doing that. We're not messing around. We've got a war fort. Alright, good hits. They were misses, but they were hits. I'll take them. Wow, look at the piercing damage. The spears are out, guys. I want them to try and get past this, like, big zone of control. So they can't easily jump into any of this low ground stuff. Alright, that's a little rough. Wow, and the throwing weapons are what's punishing us here. I'm going back around. Happy that that didn't punish us. I expected this. Yeah, I didn't really see the throwing weapon meta coming in to crush me, but it is. And because of that, I'm going to step in on this guy, because he's a pitchfork user. Yeah, we're just going to take the low ground fight. I don't want to mess around with it anymore. Not exact... Well, I didn't expect to miss every single attack that we went for. But we don't need much in the way of luck for this fight to go our way. And we're just... I mean... Now we gotta expect Corey to die. I was about to say, if Corey dies here, I'm instantly gonna restart this fight. That was our fight to win. We can do that better. I don't like what I did with Rudolph. I think I should have committed to the flank on this pitchfork guy. I think that was a mistake not to do that. But my big miscalculation there, and once again, why I consider stuff like this a learning experience, was that I did not take into account... I'm over the 45%. The fact that they were just going to whip out throwing weapons on me. And my whole, like, master strategy of using my spear wall was just completely negated. They made me look like an idiot. We'll wait here. I'll wait here because I want a spear wall there. Shield wall here. Maybe we get lucky. I'll take the double 31s. We need to get a real shield on Egan. Alright, a little bit of a freak out. That's solid. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for better. I'm going to lock him down. You ain't going anywhere. Double up on the shield wall. The throwing weapons come out. The spear wall doing its job 3 times in a row. 4 times. Hell yeah. I love a good spear wall. And they're just whiffing all their shots. So that's great. I mean, this is obviously RNG-wise going way better for us, which is not really what I was angling for or expecting. But, like I said, my failure in the last version of this fight was just a misunderstanding of how the AI would behave. Now I know. These dudes have throwing weapons, and they will not hesitate to whip them out and smash me with them. I got a little eager there to step in and finish that fight. Went for the decapitation, hoping to freak him out a little bit. Step in, get the war fork out. Was hoping for that. Alright, we got a 4v1 here. Alright, not taking any hits from the falchion is nice. And we've almost got like a flawless victory here. Go for the stun. We didn't get it. Kill there, helping to freak him out. Alright, lots of whiffs. Too many whiffs. Because he could still hurt us. 2 swings with that sword. Ah, and he went for the parry instead. Excellent. Down they go. I mean, check that out. Isn't that just a way better version of that same fight? And for our trouble, we got all 4 of the weapons we should have wanted, as well as the worn mail shirt. That was a great haul for us. Oh my god. I love these 2 weapons. I love all of these weapons. That's quite the pickups for us. Especially consider we're getting paid for that. Okay. You, sir. Happy for you to use the Morning Star there. Can bop dudes on the head. More knockouts for us. We've got a nice little, like, stunning flank over here. You will take Student. We've really got to get your melee skill up. Your fatigue as well. And I'm going to take a Foreign Resolve in anticipation of Marquard becoming our sergeant. Rally the troops is going to be great on him. And we will probably also take Fortified Mind. Just to give him that huge boost. This one perk is basically making it so that we almost never have to take too many more rolls in Resolve. So it'll translate to lots of skills being distributed in other places. But great for us. Alright, we also had... Did we have the falchion as well? Yeah, we should give that to someone also. Let's give that here to Manfred. And this armor needs to go on someone as well. That'll go on Manfred also. And he's geared up like a raider now. There's no stopping him. We've got that. I don't know if we want to use the other woodcutter's axe. It did good work for us in that last fight. We've also got a nice little abundance of gambesons here. This just sucks. I don't even want to use that. I just feel like we're never going to hit with it. And we're going to hold on to the Scramus axe and to the woodcutter's axe. And we'll let Manfred hold the javelins, because we might grab quick hands on him. He could be a Zweihander that throws javelins. We'll see. The real question now is, do we go back up to our hometown? That's the real question. It's an easy decision if we're super hurt and we need time to repair. But we came out of that fight on the second try much, much better off. Sell off the pitchforks. We should give these to someone too, I just realized. There you go. Pretty much anything's better than what they were wearing. Now we can get rid of those. Get rid of the sling. We've got 4 days worth of food. We do need tools. We need pretty much everything. This is really good prices for the medical supplies. I don't normally like to buy them, but I think we should. Because I just don't think we're going to see them at that price. And I'm also going to buy one of these round shields. I don't like Egan using a crappy buckler. If I'm going to use shield walls, I want to have access to it on all my frontline brothers. And just like that, I mean, our power level has grown quite a bit with a little bit of, saving and retaking those fights. We would be so far behind right now had we not done that. And I like this formation adjustment. Do we take this? We have no other prospects right now, so I think we should. And we're going to travel through the wilderness. We're going to go on the other side of this mountain and see what's up. Marquard the Minstrel is looking for his loot. Upon not being able to find it, he resorts to an air loot instead, plucking playfully with his thumb. Oh, should we have held on to his loot? Dang it. Hold on, that didn't sound quite right. Let me tune it. He raises his hand and twists his finger, then goes for another strum. The hell? That was worse than the first. Just a sec, I'll get it, I promise. He tries again, but apparently this strum wasn't any good either. To hell with this piece of shite. The minstrel jumps to his feet and repeatedly smashes the invisible lute against the ground before heaving it into the tall grass. He sweeps the sweat from his brow. You were right, dear father. I should have been a blacksmith. And then he storms off, confused laughter from the company crackling behind him. Bravo. That's awesome. The first air guitar solo from a child of the Empire. I love it. So one thing I wanted to ask, guys, I'm probably just going to forget, so this is why I'm asking. I know there's probably some of you out there who don't know much about the Empire, the world of Warhammer in general, and maybe you're curious when I say things like we're going to get a battle priest or an Empire captain or all these, or a flagellant, all these different things. I would love it if someone who has the time, who doesn't mind, if you could link to like an army book or something in the comments below, and I'll pin it. I'll pin it to the top, that way anyone who wants can take a look at it and understand the aesthetic and why it sort of matches up and what we'd be going for here. So if we destroy this, we finally finish our first ambition, which I'm eager to do because I want to move on to other ambitions and eventually unlock some retinue choices. The Forsaken Vault could be anything. Could be men, could be zombies. I feel like with our recent additions in both gear and levels, we should be able to take some of these fights, but this is just another really tough zombie fight. Lots of armor on this side that I'm seeing that I would love. I don't want another open field battle. I like how we funneled them last time. I'm just sort of looking as to where we should do it and whether or not we should back up or move forward. We can move forward into this position, but they'll just flank us. So I think we need to move backwards into this position. If they don't have a necromancer, they won't be able to catch me. What we can see is pretty scary. I'm hoping they're not all armored, because that just makes this whole thing way more dangerous for us. Huh, we have a bit of a defensive spot down there. Ooh, they might all be armored. That's pretty scary. We have the weapons, but do we have the skills? Do we have the ability to hit them as often as we'll need to? Alright, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to bring Egan here. Boom. So now we've got a 2v1. We've got our flank kind of sewn up here. Spear wall would have been great for this fight. And the war forks are going to be great once we pull those out. Probably better for us than any of this archery. I mean, unless we land shots, but I don't expect to land shots. I mean, that'll work. A lot will depend on whether or not some of them want to come down here and get into this crummy position. I'm hoping that Corey, who is the quick, will be able to lock himself into this spot, and he does. We can do this, guys. But this is, make no mistake, a way tougher fight than our previous one with the Wiedergangers. This is going to be a way closer call. These guys have been like outfitted by Heinrich. The Empire always fighting the undead. Oh no! Oh no! That's bad. Guys, that's really bad. Alright. Well, we might This might be one of those fights where we're like, you know what, we can't do that. And I don't think they're gonna give me the flank here. They're not gonna indulge my desires. We're just gonna go for the shield walls in the front. And I'm actually gonna kind of scoot out here with Frederick and Egan. Just a bit. Eberhard's in a tough spot. But as long as we shield wall with everyone, I think we'll be fine. I'll take quality misses. Alright, let them come. They're stepping in and not attacking, so our shield walls are a bit useless. Big hit! The axe coming in hot. Alright, and they did. They called my bluff here. Damn. So 2 down. Alright, so guys, if you aren't familiar, they're gonna scream at us. We're gonna go for the stuns. Damn, that was a rough miss. I could feel it. They're gonna scream at us and try to make us run, which is their best tool. And if we could kill them first, ranged strategies are not effective. If we could kill them, this fight becomes way easier, but if we can't get rid of them before they scream at us a bunch, this fight is going to be borderline impossible. But getting kills is helping, it's boosting our confidence. But they also bypass armor when they attack, so they're not slouches in melee either. But we've got to get past their goons. Like, that's terrible. That's even worse. Oh no. We're not running yet, now we are. Alright, this fight ended up being way harder than I was hoping it would be. And we were not able to get onto the Geist to prevent the slaughter. I mean, that was solid. It's not over yet, by any means, but it's also not going well. We needed to not break this turn, especially like in every single brother. And the ones that are broken, we need them to be able to run safely. Which I kind of don't see happening. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. We might not even want to, like, just not do this fight. Yeah, we'll quit. This is not a fight we can take. And it's really my bad, because I was talking and not paying attention. So when you see, like, 3 units at the bottom in their turn order, and you're fighting the undead, and they're fast, and they haven't gone yet, and they're not moving forward, I should have known it was Geist. And the second I should have known it was Geist, I should have ran from the fight. Without the battle standard, without a sergeant, we don't have the means to take that fight. But we could still find another location, one more reasonable for us. Perhaps. I'm happy we found some additional roads. So now we have a good idea that there's a city here, probably a city here. While I have what I need, I'm going to explore just a bit. Yeah. That would have been a great fight. If it was just 10 armored Wiedegangers, I thought our strategy was great. But like 7 armored Wiedegangers and 3 Geist is just not a winnable fight for us when our brothers are all level 2 and 3. And they have 2 sets of ruins here. We need to fix this stuff. Give me a contract to fix. We're going a bit long today, but that's fine with me. We've had a lot of reloads, which once again, I just hope you guys don't mind too much. I don't really enjoy doing them. But I do enjoy not losing massive amounts of progress and being able to retake fights that I think are interesting. Where do you want me to go? To Heimstad? Sure. I have nowhere else to go. I have nothing else to do. So we're going to make a bit of an adventure out of it. There's nothing there for me to buy. They had no tools. They had no provisions. So let's see if we can't discover a location. Take a fight. And make this worth it. How sweet would it be if I found the golden goose right now? A lost crypt right next to the city makes me think it's probably a pretty weak fight. It could very easily not be, though. Let's just try it. We'll try and accurately gauge the strength of our opponents. Alright, it's more Wiedegangers. Could this be our redemption? It's possible. I think these are Geist, though. I think we're in the exact same fight. Yeah, I was so focused on like my positioning and stuff that I just didn't even pay attention to that. Because the only zombies, the only units on that roster who are going to be faster than you are going to be Geists. And honestly, we could just like retreat, but it's so much faster just to reload before we even take the fight. Yeah, so right now we can see 5, 6, 7. And then the 3 that we can't see are Geists. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, we'll just quit. Reload from the autosave. It's just faster than running everyone out. I wish they made that feature a little more instant. As long as your men aren't like entangled. Man, we gotta get that banner. Yeah, guys. Geists are just impossible. There's certain units you just can't take down in the early game just by the way they work. Our resolve on a lot of our brothers right now are somewhere in the 30s. I'm gonna say, maybe they'll give us a contract to go and do something. So I think he's telling us to go to the place we just discovered. Yeah, he is. Can't we get the fetish of fertility and leave? Isn't that a thing we can do? Either way, guys, I think this is going to be a fight for another day. Maybe we take it and try it. Make a bit of a thing out of it. Otherwise, I'm inclined to believe that it's just not possible without a bannerman or a sergeant. But y'all, thank you so much for watching today. It's been a fun episode. We've kind of discovered a big chunk of the map thanks to our quest, which is cool. Not fulfilling an ambition today was kind of rough. That was on my checklist of things to do. But we'll get rolling. We managed to keep brothers alive with a little bit of saving and refighting. I'm not ashamed of that. I think we've done great. And we picked up a new brother, Rudolph the Woodsman, which I hope someone would like to claim. He's a good brother. Night Owl's not relevant at all, but Tough is pretty cool. Yeah, look forward to much more of this to come. We're such in the infant stages of this Let's Play. But we're already managing to sort of outfit 11 brothers. By day 11, we're doing great. We really need to fight some raiders and some armored Wiedegangers. Get their gear, get into that raider, busted chainmail tier. And from then on, we'll be able to take real fights. Maybe even find one of these northern factions that we could pick on. And just start wrecking them. Just start, raiding their caravans for their good, like billman and footman gear that they have. Yeah. Pretend like we're raiding Boris Todbringer. He's taking all of his loot. But anyway, guys. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a name suggestion, leave it in the comment section of the first video, because that makes it easier for me to aggregate all the names together. Some of them I have written down in one place, but they're still kind of coming in. So, like I said, just leave a name suggestion in the first video if you have one, and it'll make it really easy for me to find it. And hopefully, at the start of the next episode, we can have all the brothers named, and maybe visit, let's see, where was it? I didn't stop by Thalberg, unfortunately. But we can stop by, is it Heimstead? Where is it? Oh, it's Leader's Home, where the barber is. And we can give our boys some haircuts. And give them some truly Empire-themed facial reconstructive surgery. Alright, take care, guys. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.